What is going on, people? Just about still the morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching in the world. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? That is the question, gang. So I did come on yesterday, and I was trying to have a little look at news and stuff concerning the game, but of course, probably not going to get team lineups until tomorrow. So in terms of trying to preview this game, there isn't too much that we can actually do. You know what I mean, gang? If I'm being honest. I did drop my predictions video yesterday. If anyone wants to go and check that out. I did want to drop a short, but I didn't manage to. So my bad. And yeah, can't exactly say daily views because we're trying to preview this game. But what is there going on, gang? That is the problem. So I'm just gonna have a quick little look. And while I do that, might as well share the screen. We're gonna do our usual Sky Sports checkup. We're gonna do the usual Sky Sports checkup and have a little look. One person in the building, big yourself up. Let me know who you are so I can shout you out. If you are new, can you subscribe? One subscriber of 300. It's been like that for days now. Come on, gang. Come on, gang. But been watching some Arsenal content, trying to find out everyone's thoughts about the game. And to be honest, it's much of a muchness, isn't it? Big up Yorkshire Gunner. He was saying he thinks Obi Martin's going to score against us, and I said the same thing. I said the same thing yesterday. You know, he's getting runouts, he's getting to play for United, so you know, YG said he can see either Xerxes or Xerxes and Cheeto scoring against us. Imagine that. If Cheeto scores against us, bro, that is going to be a kick in the teeth, innit, for Arsenal fans, especially for Arteta getting rid of another striker, especially to a rival as well. Might as well check this rubbish. I mean, I did have a little quick go over his press conference yesterday, and he had a couple of comments. They're probably just going to rehash those comments, but like I said, might as well go over it as there is nothing else to really chat about. Said it was unfortunate to use Cheeto, Obi, and Heaven. Yeah, we read that yesterday. 17 set to be involved in the Sunday's game against former club Arsenal, who he left in the summer, over concerns about a clear pathway into the first team. That's what I was saying on my live yesterday. People were saying that's not true, it's not true, but I kind of think there is some truth to it. Look at Butler Oyedeji. He's 22 years old, gag. I can't get a look at. You know what I mean? He's not even 17, 18 like some of these other guys. 22 years old and cannot get a look in. When a player, so obviously Arteta was asked about that. Yeah, I think I read that yesterday. He wasn't too involved in the decision. When a player decides the best pathway is to leave, there's not much you can do. Well, there is, but you know, broken promises, things like that. That could be a thing. Yeah, same for Haven or Heaven. Also swapped the Emirates. Yeah, questions of the pathway to Arsenal's first team now. So obviously that's two youth gone to another club in the same country because they didn't think they're going to get through at Arsenal. You know what I mean? And obviously, you know, they're going to use this. However, the emergence of Wanyeri and Skelly has shown youth will be given a chance. They won't. You've got to literally be like, do you know what I mean? These two boys are stars, in my opinion. You've literally got to be like that, or you ain't gonna get a look in it. The reality is very different because those players are with us all the time. Now I read that yesterday. I guarantee you that. Yeah, I read that. So they're just kind of rehashing the same stuff from yesterday. They travel. Sometimes it's about the delivery. I read all of that. So yeah, they're just rehashing the same shit I read yesterday. So there's no real team news. Big up Hyper Protagonist, man. How you doing, my guy? Hope you're well today. Big yourself up, bro. Big up, big up. Just trying to have a little quick look over Sky and see what there is in terms of news regarding the game tomorrow. And to be fair, there isn't much. You had Amarim's comments on Arteta saying that he isn't going to be given as much time, which is obvious because whether United's in the mud or not, they're still trying to act like a big club in it. Do you know what I mean? Look at Erik ten Hag, won them stuff, and still got sacked. Do you know what I mean? 2.5 years in, and imagine everyone keeps dissing Ten Hag. Even I was laughing, but he's won more cups than my manager in the time he was at United. So, you know what I mean? That's why United can still banter us. Spurs probably not, but they, some people online tend to want to try and banter us all the time. But yeah, that's a bit cheeky. That's a bit cheeky. But we know that we got this game. Boom. Nottingham Forest, 3rd against 4th. This is at 12:30 today. So literally in 29 minutes. Yeah, this is going to be a good game as well, man. This is going to be a good game, important game for both teams, important game for Arsenal as well, to be fair. Haaland stepping up for City, 20 Premier League goals. Yeah, he's killed it, man. Only Salah. Chris Wood, Jesus. He's been on fire as well. So Doku to cause Forest problems. Yeah, he could do. I think that's going to be a good game. I think that's going to be a score draw, to be honest, like a 1-1 or a 2-2, or maybe Nottingham Forest will take it 2-1. Nottingham Forest have been a bit shaky in the last couple of games, but they're always dangerous at home, in my opinion. And of course, Man City, they're up and down. We just don't know what we're going to get. And yeah, I just think Forest has obviously got what it takes to beat them. I know Man City's already beat them this season, I believe, but it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game, 3rd and 4th respectively. They're talking about Marmoush probably starting, so they haven't said too much about Haaland, like he ain't gonna start. Let me just see what the headline was again. Oh, there you go. Marmoush benched for City. Okay. So maybe Haaland's going to start, or they're going to play Doku on the left and Haaland through the middle. So that's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting. Like I said, 3rd against 4th, big game. Let's have a look. Let me rehash my memory on who's playing today, because like I said, I did do a predictions video, but I smoked weed and that, so the memory ain't the greatest. Yeah, so as I said, Nottingham Forest against Man City, 12:30. Gonna be a good game. 12:30. I hate playing first and I hate playing last as Arsenal. I always rather play in the 3 o'clocks, but yeah, we don't play till tomorrow and we're the last game tomorrow, so is what it is. But what do you reckon, gang? Nottingham Forest, Man City? What do you reckon? Like I said, big up Hyper Protagonist, my brother. A couple of more people in here. Put something in the chat so I can big you up. And of course, if you are new, subscribe to the thing, because we're still only 1 away from 300. It's ridiculous at this point, But what can we do? Big up my broski, Mali. Mali Talks AFC. Make sure you go and subscribe to him. So big up my guy Hyper. If you're not subscribed to Mali, please go and do that for me. Another content creator. Nearly on 100 subscribers as well, so big up Mali, like that. Yeah, big up Hyperman's bigging up Mali, my brother. What do you guys reckon for the 12:30 kickoff today, man? Nottingham Forest, Man City. What is going to be the score? I think it might be a score draw, like a 1-1 or a 2-2. If I'm gonna lean any way, I'm gonna go 2-1 Forest, like that. I'm gonna go 2-1 Forest. Big up Hyper. He's saying 2-2 draw. Yeah, I think it might be a score draw, man. I think it might be a score draw. I mean, that would be great for Arsenal, to be honest with you. Or because I think City and Forest are only a point apart. So I mean, it's draw is probably the best result all round. Big up Mali saying 2-2. Oh, 3-1 City. Okay, fair play, fair play. Yeah, City could win it as well. City could win it as well. You know, and big up Nottingham Forest, man. You got to big them up. You get me? Like, here we are in March, bro, and they're still fully there. You know, most seasons we kind of get a surprise package. Nottingham Forest, surprise, surprise. You know, like stars in the rise and that. Big up Nottingham Forest. Then we got the 3 o'clock kickoffs, Brighton at home to Fulham. That should be a decent game as well. Fulham are a little bit up and down. You never know what you're going to get. And it's the same as Brighton as well, a little bit. Do you know what I mean? I can't remember their previous results. I did do it in my prediction video, so check that out. Crystal Palace, Ipswich Town. Obviously, that's a bit of a nailed on one for Crystal Palace. The same like Liverpool, Southampton. Could you imagine today if Southampton beat Liverpool? I couldn't see that in a month for Sundays, to be honest with you. You got Brentford Villa. That's going to be a good game. So Villa, Crystal Palace tucked in Villa last game. I can't remember the Brentford game. Wolverhampton, Everton, you know, right at the bottom of the table. I think there's about a 10-point difference between them, or an 8-point gap. So, you know, that's going to be an interesting game as well. Yeah, man. So the Premier League in full effect today. Obviously, we got our game tomorrow. We know this 4:30 kickoff. I will be doing the watch along if you want to join along. We've also got Chelsea Leicester. That's more or less a foregone conclusion. Unfortunate for Ruud van Nistelrooy, but it is what it is. And then you've got Tottenham Bournemouth, also a potentially good game. You know, Tottenham losing to Alkmaar in their last outing, but I swear they've actually won a couple of games in the Premier League. Bournemouth, I can't remember their last result. Forgive me, but both teams have got potential to win that game. So yeah, man, got some good football this weekend. And then of course on Monday, I think we got West Ham, Newcastle, the only game that we have got on Monday. And I think I've backed Newcastle to win that. I know West Ham are at home, 8 o'clock kickoff, but I've got Newcastle to win that 2-1, 2-0. And like I said, gang, I just wanted to do my daily look over Sky Sports to see if anything else has been spewed up, but nothing except for Marmoush. But obviously it's game day today for them, so there'll probably be a little bit more news on Arsenal tomorrow. But I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do a live show or a preview in the morning. So I'm doing a little quick thing now, and then we'll obviously have the watch along tomorrow. I might be able to do a little show in the morning, but it's probably just going to be rehashing the same old crap until we actually get the game. Yeah, Amorim struggling, guys. You get me? Definitely, he ain't going to get the time that Arteta got. 1 second. Look, I knew this is going to happen as well. Man United target Gyökeres. You get me? Signals desire to leave Sporting Lisbon. Bruv, he would have come to us in January. If we would have slapped down the money, I promise you, he would have come to us in January. And I was saying we need to get this, Donny. We need to get this, Donny. Otherwise, he's going to end up playing for some other team, bruv. You get me? Marmoush, end up playing for some other team. Kvaratskhelia, end up playing for some other team. This is what always happens to us, man. Always. Oh, the YouTube charity matches today. Yeah. I see iShowSpeed was streaming. I see he was streaming some of the training for that. I literally saw 30 seconds of it before he ended his stream. So yeah, I forgot about that as well. That might have to be a highlights thing. Now, what time is that, Mali? Do you know? You know what time that's gonna be? Because man's gonna be watching some real football. You get me? I'm probably gonna end this live before the Nottingham Forest game because I want to watch it. You know, like that. I should have really done a watch along, but obviously Mrs. is in the garden, kids are upstairs. It's all a bit like, you know, probably gonna have to turf one of them out upstairs for tomorrow's game. But we will be here. We will be here. But yeah, really not too much else going on whatsoever, mate. Like I said, Barking mad. Van Nistelrooy responds to Vestergaard, brings dog to training. Jesus Christ, they better not call it win. Do you know what I mean? What they're gonna call it, loss. Yeah, yeah. But also as well, actually, I'll stop sharing that a second. Let's see if we can. Also as well, like I said, I think I said it on one of my, was it on a watch? It might have been on my last watch along actually, about the Cronkies putting up these season tickets. Let's have a quick little Arsenal season ticket raise. Let's see what it says. Yeah, on the BBC, mate. So even if you don't rate the Sun, this is there on the BBC. So I think we all know the deal. I literally spoke about it briefly, but to be honest with you, it's an absolute joke, innit? Like, we all know how hard times are. You get me? Like, even if you was comfortable a year or two back, you're probably not as comfortable now, innit? Like, times are hard. Cost of living, all that bollocks. And these punks want to raise the season ticket prices. Arsenal ticket price rise, extremely disappointing, fans group. Yeah, extremely. When you've just reported that we've had certain directors getting over a 600 grand pay rise, they'll probably put most of this stuff in here. Let's have a little quick read of this. You know, because like I said, there's not much news on the game. Obviously, we play United tomorrow. Before I get into this, you know, I predicted us to win 2-1. We've just beaten PSV 7-1. Usually, after a big game, Arsenal just kind of collapse. We beat City 5-1. We lost 2-0 to Newcastle the game after. And we've kind of been, I don't think we've won more than 3 games in a row this season. Do you get me? And if it ain't 3, then I think it's 5. So at the end of the day, and so, oh, like 2 o'clock. Okay, big up Mali again. And yeah, I need to do a video on that. Yep, fair play. Mali, this is why I need to move to Spain. Hey, trust me, bro. Fed up with this place anyway, bro. But yeah, just for the weather, just to go and smoke freely. You get me? That's what I'm trying to say. The last couple of years, I do like to go different places, but I've been going Spain, bro. Canary Islands, hot weather, not too far, and I can smoke. But anyway, yeah, you know, after everything that's gone on, you know, spending nothing in January, not even crashing out in the summer. That weren't a crash out. You know, we got squad players and they barely improved the squad. You know what I mean? We could have got Gyökeres in the summer with the money we spent on Moreno and Calafiori. That's just facts. 33 signings or 31 signings, however it is, because I think a couple of them don't count for some whatever reason. Like, not even 10. That's a success. Do you know what I'm saying? But anyway, you've done all of that. The team was dropping like flies. We hit January. You had a chance to just give the team some help. That's why I say the players have been neglected. Obviously, the players need to put in a bit more effort as well. They're millionaires. But at the end of the day, they're probably knackered. A game every 3 days. You get me? 4 different competitions. Now you're out of 2 of them. But at the end of the day, like, I just don't know where I think where I lay my hat finally is just the fact that the club and the manager has neglected the players, because the players needed help. I don't think they were good enough before all of the injuries. Do you know what I'm saying? And then once the injuries came, we needed help. Where was it? There was no help to be found. And this is why, how can any Arsenal fan be confident that we're going to do anything in the champs or anything in the league, or have enough to even try and put the pressure on Liverpool? Because obviously we're not going to win it. But what I want for Arsenal is just to try and play well till the end of the season, get as high up in the league, whether that's going to be second. That's the best we can do. I'm not happy with it, but there you go, innit? Do you know what I mean? And then try and do as best as we can do in the champs. But let's be honest, bro. Like, Yeah, there's a thin chance, bro. Thin like my hair at the back. That's about as thin as chance we got as beating Madrid, bro. And then if we do, people really think we're gonna go on and win the champs. We could face a potential Liverpool or Villa, and I don't want an English team until the final. We could face a potential Barcelona. Like it ain't easy out here, but you have given us no hope. Like when everyone says, "Where's the chest?" or a couple of fans have said, I think even Tony Claude Gunner, big up Tony, he said, "Why go into the game with a defeatist mentality?" It's not a defeatist mentality, bro. I mean, maybe it is to a degree, but there's context behind it. Do you know what I mean? There's context behind it. Say for instance, I don't know, like it's a car race or something, and you turn up in a three wheeler, bro. All the other cars have got four, or do you know what I'm saying, or better engines, or I don't know. Make up any analogy you want in it. If you turn up with less than what you need, then you're obviously gonna underperform. You know what I mean? Big up Static, my bro. Hope you're well today, man. Free likes, like and subscribe, please, innit? Like I said, one off the 300. It's getting ridiculous now. I done 2 Europa League bloody watch alongs, and the people them can't ride with me. Do you know what I mean? What's going on? What? Anyway, I'm only messing. I'm only messing. But it would be nice to get there. I am gonna read this stuff in a minute, but you know what I do, bro? I get on my tangents and I start waffling. But big up Static each and every time. What I'm trying to say is, you know what I'm saying? Like, say for instance, like I've said it a million times, the building needs 10 people to work, and you turn up with 7. Like, yeah, you might be able to run it for a little while, but eventually, you get me, you're going to underperform it, just how it is. So that's what I'm trying to say. You haven't given us even the stepping stones to say we can try and do this, or we can try and do that, or we can try and make sure we don't lose until the end of the season now, because we realize that we haven't got any cover, we ain't got no teeth up front, full-blown crackhead up front. You know what I mean? The players are tired. Even after Dubai, we've seen one good performance against PSV. Had Leicester, West Ham, Forest. That was the 4th game after Dubai. You can't say that was a success. So hey views, check your messages on Instagram. I did a show a few days ago on another channel. Do check it out if you haven't. Then oh yeah, sorry, bro. Do you know what? It's like I'm not very good on Instagram, innit? I haven't been posting as much as I should be, and I'm definitely not on there as much, but I will definitely check it out, bro. And we'll obviously sort something out. You can jump on here whenever, and you know what I mean, we'll sort something out. We can have a little chat. I'll be happy to run it, my bro. I will be happy to run it, and I'll definitely check that out. Let me just have a quick hold on. Actually, views, the ticket price increased. That's so predictable of Arsenal. They literally do it the day after. Yeah, bro. Anyway, let me just read this. Let me read this little article about it, and then we will have a chin wag. Arsenal supporters trust, yeah, AST, and then we had them AGM meetings and all that. But listen, bro, these men are just getting spun like every time, just excuse after excuse, and these meetings don't do anything. But anyway, says it's extremely disappointed after the club increased season ticket prices for the 25-26 campaign. Absolutely disgusting. The Gunners have put up prices between 3 and 5%, which they say is in response to rising costs, including a 40% increase in player wages over the past 12 months. Oh, cry me a river. Like, use lot of millionaires and billionaires, yeah, and you're trying to act like, do you know what I'm saying? We've got a self-sustaining model at the club. That in itself is a piss take. That in itself should tell you what kind of owners are these. They don't care. They don't want to win us nothing. Like I said, these man, they're not football guys. They're like drug dealers, bro. They're like the plugs. They're just taking over the line. They're not trying to give out turkeys. They're not trying to fix up the hood. They're not trying to promote anyone. You understand? They're just trying to take over the line and keep the money ticking, bro. That is it. And the fact that they've done that after making record amounts of money and all that, lowering, shrinking the shrinkage, yeah, the shrink budget, all of that kind of stuff. Deloitte Money League in the top 10 in world football, and you're giving us all of these excuses like you're some electric company. Even with them people, electric and gas company, that's where all of the inflation starts, and the bank, and then it just rolls down because every other company then says, well, they've put up their prices, it's now expensive for me. Bro, stop acting like. And even when them companies do it, it's a fucking joke because they make billions of pounds, and they got tax breaks out the arse. Like, bro, it's just the rich getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. It's an absolute joke, bro. Absolute joke. And the loyal customers, yeah, the diehards, the blind faith, yeah, especially the game goers who think because I'm standing in the stadium, I seem to know so much about football. Yeah, you're just loyal nitties, bro. Loyal customers. Just keep giving away your money for nothing. Do you get me? For nothing. At least if you want to take more money off me, at least give me some sort of a reason to take this money off me. Oh, we've just bought Jokeres, you know, or we just bought Isak, like, you know, we're having to spend all of this money trying to put us in a position to win. Like, give me something, bro. Don't give me cost of living. Like you're some working class dons. Don't give me none of that when you're bringing out these dumb mugs and vases that are selling out. £550 vase selling out, bro. Sold out. 18 different merch drops, record savings, record profits this year and all that. And then you want to bring this news out, and as Static said, right after the when everyone's on dopamine, innit? Like, they know what they're doing, guys. They're very good at making money. They're not so good at spending it, but they're very good at making it. Do you know what I mean? Very good at making it. But yeah, big up Static, man. I'll check my Instagram, but yeah, that's ridiculous. Big up BBK, hope you're good, bro. Big up Views, man like Mali. Yep, Hyper Target. Yep. Big up everyone. Make sure you go and subscribe to BBK. But yeah, doing it after the PSV game. What an absolute joke, bruv. And this is what they do. This is what they do. They're like a think tank. That's all they've got at Arsenal. Think tanks, lawyers, bankers, not football people. And like I keep saying, we have to keep waiting until summer. We have to keep hearing excuses and having all this spin. So why don't they wait till summer? Wait for your wages till summer or any bonus. Apparently, one of the directors, I don't even know who it is, has just had over a 600 grand pay rise. Why don't you wait till the summer for that then? Why isn't that based on results? These men are getting paid regardless. That's my point. And you want me to feel sorry for them? I'm not no fucking accountant. Remember, people, yeah, everyone's only interested in Arsenal for the football team. Now they're trying to turn it into something else. We're not IKEA or IKEA, but you would have thought we were. What are we going to put our name on next, bro? Drawers and cabinets. This is my point. Just a Ponzi scheme, bro. Money laundering and human trafficking, bro. Why if we want a certain player of quality, can we never expect to get that player of quality? Do you understand? Like, we always have to why? We make too much money for that. Do you understand what I'm saying? We make way too much money for that. You know, it's like watching a man walk around the hood with a fucking presidential Cartier or presidential Rolex and fucking diamond chains and all the rest of it, diamond rings, and then you can't raise up a grand, you can't raise up $1,000 or £1,000 for nothing. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's bullshit, bro. This dog. It's absolutely bullshit. Big up Static. They deliberately plan this bro. I'm telling you, bro, they are a think tank. Yeah, you know, like law-abiding citizen. They are a think tank. They're thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, then moves down the line. When it comes to business and them making money, they're very good at it. When it comes to what they do with the money, that's where I've got to question it. Obviously, these men are paid up. We know that. Cocaine hookers, you know, bankers parties. These men are paid up. Their bonuses don't wait. The only people that have to wait is the Arsenal fans. And we're the only people that all of the shit gets put on. Oh, times are hard. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. Times are hard. Use a lot of billionaires. Stan Kroenke's worth 18 billion on his own. His wife owns Walmart. His wife's a billionaire in her own right. Do you see what I'm saying? And you want to charge the working class people, the people on the ground. We are just like the government in real life, just like 2008. Oh, the banks are in trouble. What do you mean the banks are never in trouble? They print money for free. But who has to pay for everything, bro? The people on the ground. Arsenal moving like they're a fucking government, bro. I tell you that. Big up Static. Hey, bro, I subscribed to your channel a few days ago. Thanks to Abs. Yeah, big up Static, man. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's keep the network going. Big up BBK. Gonna have to get a show in soon. If you're here, I'm seeing shows. You get me? So I'm still here. Man ain't dead. Big up Static. Yeah, I read that one already. Views. Arsenal have and earn so much money that they don't need to increase. No, that's what, bro. They earn so much money, bro. Big up. Don't waste a tweet. Hope you're well, Gary. Big yourself up. Make sure you go and subscribe to Don't Waste a Tweet as well. Another Arsenal content creator. Yep, Static. Bigging up. Don't Waste a Tweet again. Mali Talks AFC. Make sure you go and subscribe to Hingang as well. We are getting treated like that guy who has to wait to fuck the leng thing, but everyone else does it without. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. The simp in the corner. We're just happy to be in the club, innit? That's Arsenal, bro. Happy to be in the club, bro. Do you know what I mean? We don't know how we got there. Like, do you know what I mean? Like me, when I was 13, bro, that's when I went to it over 18s. I was MCing with DJ Luck and MC Neat, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I was just happy to be there. I fell asleep in the first arena, bro. Like 13 years old, 6 o'clock in the morning. MC Checkers and that. Where was it? Club Space. I fell asleep. You get me? That's what happens when you're a youth trying to do big man business. You get me? Drinking and smoking, and I was asleep in the main arena, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? People must have been, and I definitely never looked my age. You get me? I didn't look older. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So imagine walking around the club and you just see some little youth sleeping in you know what I mean, in the club on the sofa, bro. That was me. That's Arsenal. They're just happy to be in the club, bro. Yeah, big up Gary's, bigging up Static. Yeah, big up everyone in it, man. Let me get back to this thing anyway so I can get it off the screen. But it's just a joke, bro. Like, honestly, like, the proof's in the pudding. Everything is right there. But you got these loyal customers, bro, that just swallow anything that the club dish up. And I ain't saying no pause or nothing like that, bro. Yeah, the AST had been calling for prices to be frozen in line with the Stop Exploiting Loyalty campaign. Oh, look at that. That's perfect wording. Stop Exploiting Loyalty campaign. Jesus Christ. If that ain't Arsenal Football Club, I can't tell you, bro. Be excited, they told us. They've been in nearly 20 years, bro. They've been in nearly 20 years. They ain't put 20 years money into the club. They put 200 million in that whole time. It's about 10 million a year. That is peanuts, bro. They're probably taking more money out of the club. And everyone keeps saying, I've heard people saying it, you know, even people that I respect, you know, the club has given this manager money, or the Cronkies have given this manager money. They've allowed him to spend the money. I'll give you that, but it ain't their money, people. We're a self-sustaining club. We're a self-sustaining club. So that 750 or 700, whatever he spent, that wasn't the Cronkies' money. Please understand that, people. Big up Static, he's laughing. Understand that it wasn't the Cronkies' money at all. Get off the stairs, this little overgrown rat. Go and lie yourself down, bruv. Fucking chihuahuas, bro. Napoleon complex. It's like Arteta, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? All bark. I need to see more teeth, guys. More than you can believe. All bark and no bite. Big up Static. Remember the We Care, the You campaign, bro. Just another PR campaign. These men are great at it. These man should link up with the government, like real rap. Link up with the government and do the fucking parliamentary campaigns and all that, because these men are real politicians out here. Really. Big up Static again. Instead of AST, why don't they actually stop? Yeah, going to home games. They need to vote with their feet. This is what I'm trying to say. I gave up my ticket. You're an idiot. I couldn't afford it. I got 3 kids to blood clot. I'm not rich. I'm a man on the ground. Do you know what I mean? Even my dad was struggling to afford it before he died. All he wanted was to have his ash scattered at the Emirates. No, we can't do that. Such a family club, this club is, isn't it? It's not, bro. The club is not whatever you thought it was, especially if you're like my age. Especially if you're my age, around my age bracket. This ain't the same club that you fell in love with anymore, bro. I'll tell you that. But anyway, let me yeah, look at that wording, man. In line with the Stop Exploiting Loyalty campaign. That is, yeah, stop exploiting it, which has expressed its frustration at rising costs for match-going fans. Everything's going up. We understand that costs are increasing across football, especially for players' wages and agent fees. But who cares, bro? but feel that Arsenal and all Premier League clubs should be making greater efforts to control these pressures rather than relying on supporters to take the strain. This is what all these rich people do, bro. They pay on their credit cards. They, you know what I mean? They rely, they raise taxes. They, you know what I'm saying? It's always the people on the ground. Shit rolls downhill, bro. As if shit ain't hard enough. One of the most expensive tickets as it is, and you keep wanting to rise it up with no justification, no winning. They're rising it up to challenge. Look where we was. Yeah, look where we was. Acting like it was that bad. Like, bro, these people, man. Anyway, Arsenal say they set the prices after extensive supporter engagement. They do not engage with the supporters, I'll tell you that, and have protected concession tickets following a request from the Financial Services Authority. Yeah, someone needs to be the ombudsman in this shit, innit? Someone really needs to, because I think football clubs are fucking running unchecked, bro. I don't care about this FFP and PSR. It's like they're allowed to do whatever they want, just like landlords in the UK, just allowed to run riot, bro, taking the absolute piss. Like, what is the ombudsman there for if they're not going to regulate? Do you know what I mean? In a statement on the club website, Arsenal said our priority is to continue competing at the highest level in all conditions. Shut the fuck up. You've given up on the cups, bro, for years. Given up on the cups for years. We don't compete in the Champions League to the highest level at all. Maybe the league, but we don't fucking win it. So what is the point? Like, this is what's good enough for majority of the Arsenal fan base. This is what's good enough, bro. And while they're like that, the softest fan base in on the planet, probably, yeah, the softest fan base on the planet, probably, while they keep allowing themselves to be bamboozled and keep just like, yeah, all right, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? Then these men are just going to continue with their rubbish because it works. The Pied Piper just blowing the thing, all of the people following behind it works. It works. It's crazy, man. This requires investment in our teams in an environment where costs continue to rise. Yeah, for everyone on the ground, you lot have got bare money. You just got into the next round of the Champions League. You're gonna get more money. Record making year with money made. Do you know what I'm saying? As I said, we can spend 500 million in the summer and still be good on PSR. And these men are trying to put the prices on us. What more is it gonna take for Arsenal fans to see what the fuck is going on with this club, man? Honestly. I'll get called negative, all this other stuff, fine, call me what you want. But here's the proof in the pudding is right, it's in front of your face, like obvious. You know, like when you watch the news and they're trying to say weapons of mass destruction and you know they're chatting rubbish. You're there for the oil, stop gassing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on. What more is it going to take? In all walks of life, people will question shit, but not with this football team, bro. I don't understand it. Not with this football team. Do you know what I mean? Costs continue to rise and you want to put it on us. Ridiculous. They are also introducing a 19-game season ticket. A 19-game. I remember you used to be able to go to all the games on a season ticket. The cup games, like, nah, mate, not anymore. Just constant ways to make more money out of people. They're like the government. You know, like when you see ULEZ and you see all of this fucking environmental tax and you have to recycle. It's all a lie and a scam. The world is fine. It's not fine. It could be better, but what we're doing to the planet ain't enough at this point in time to fuck it up. I'll tell you that for true, bro. But you're going to hear about all this. It's just another way for them to squeeze more blood out of the stone. Everything in life is a man-made construct. Yeah? Even money. It was meant to be a way to barter with people. Do you understand? You used to be able to barter your services. You grow vegetables, I make wood and shit. Do you understand? I'll make you a bench, you give me some food. That's how it worked. Their money was backed up by gold. Now it's just all figures. We're literally living in a Ponzi scheme, bro. And these men are carrying on like that. A 19-game season ticket. How many games? There's fucking 38 in the league, bro. Like, what, bro? Bro. That's a long name for a camp. Yeah, bro. I suppose it is, boy. But I rate it, though. I rate it. Absolute joke from this club. 19 game, bro. Absolute joke. That excludes some European games and are making 1,000 tickets free of charge across the season for the local community. Is that your little give back? Is that your little bit of shit? So you just shat on the floor and told me that's for dinner. You see that I'm upset and then you just try and put a bit of sugar on it. People, wake up, man. Wake up. Man United were criticised by fans earlier this season after deciding to raise matchday ticket prices to £66 per game with no concessions for children or pensioners. Jeez, not even the young and the frail. I mean, you listen. I've been seeing videos on YouTube lately about people wanting to fuck off from the UK, and I'd say go, bruv. What did we leave the European Union for, bro? Oh, we're gonna bring back agriculture. We're gonna bring back all of the industrial jobs, factory jobs, pottery jobs. No fucking jobs, mate. What are you talking about? Like, oi, 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 oi. You don't even help out the pensioners, bruv. Taking away their warm home discount as well. That's one way to cull the numbers in the world, innit? You got all the old people just waking up and dying in the house of cold and shit. But that's all right, innit? This country's gone to shit, bro. I'm telling you. I can go in, you know. I don't just do this football thing, bro. I used to be one of those tinfoil people, but I wasn't ever talking about aliens and all that bollocks. I'm talking about real world issues, bro. I'm talking about the banking cartels. I'm talking about the International Monetary Fund, the people that really set the balance for the world, the Bilderberg groups. You know, the people that really run the planet, bro. Yeah, all of the surveillance that we deal with. I can go on, bro. I can go on, bro. I was into that about 10, 15 years ago. Everyone was calling me mad. Then I just said, you know, like the Matrix, ignorance is bliss, bro. Ain't nothing I can do to change it. That's like what it is at Arsenal, innit? Ignorance is bliss. We'll just keep taking whatever goes on. And then when we get a good win now and again, the dopamine's fed up. Dopamine in the arm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is wild. Wild in the dunya. Let me just finish off this little United thing. Yeah, I can't believe there's no concessions for the children or the old, man. That is bad. That sparked a protest outside Old Trafford. I mean, that's the minimum, but yeah, protests don't work though, guys. All these meetings don't work. The only thing that works, as Static says, is not going to the home games, not going to any games if you can, but definitely not going to the home games. You know, not buying their shit, not buying their merch, and talking with your money. Because that's been the only time you've seen Arsenal try and do anything, was to try and get back into the Champions League. Now we're there, job done, process finished, just rip it all up. Process, bro. What, to get into the Champions League, and that's it? Not even to win it. Not even to win the league. Not even to win the Carabao. Just to be there with it. Well, we was nearly at a final. Fuck are we doing, man? Anyway. Yeah, that spot protest, as I said, against Everton on December 1st. Oh, that was last year. Or there have been further protests against ticket prices rises at Tottenham. Yeah. Tottenham have been protesting anyway, and they should be kicking off way more than we are at the minute. If you think things are bad over here, it's worse over there. When them top gooners say go and support Spurs, then it's like what wires your brain? If I'm gonna not support Arsenal, I'm gonna support someone better. If I'm complaining that this team ain't spending no money and ain't buying me a quality team for all the money that they make, concerts, fucking all the other shit, and Arsenal do it as well. Robbie Williams, bro, concerts and shit. You're making all this money, then at least just make sure the team's banging on the field, innit? That's it. It's not rocket science, bro. Like, they should be kicking off as well. But you get me, if I'm going to be here complaining that this team don't spend anything, why the fuck then am I going to go and support Spurs? Even worse. That's just the most dumb logic ever, bro. Do you get me? But anyway, the FSA wrote to the Premier League last month. The FSA, bro, trying to write to these guys. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? These men are just like printing money. Like, you know what I mean? You got all these sheikhs and American billionaires, and then you had Russian oligarchs and shit. Like the FSA, the Financial Services Authority. What the fuck are they gonna do, bro? They can't even help me with certain. You know, when I try to go to the ombudsman, bro. Do me a favor, urging the organization to support a division-wide ticket price. Urging, yeah, they're meant to be governed, bro. They governed on what they spend on players and shit, but they're not governed on how they dig off money from all of the fans, all the working class people. Anyway, saying there is a critical juncture. Yeah, of course it is, bro, because everyone's broke. As well as price freeze, the FSA said it wants protection of all concessions and for improved dialogue between clubs and supporters over ticketing issues. Yeah, Brentford, Wolves, Liverpool, and West Ham are among Premier League clubs to freeze their season ticket prices for next season. Well, at least they're trying to do something. I don't rate FSG anyway because they're just as bad as KSC in my opinion. The only thing I think is a bit different is when they know they got to spend, is they'll spend, innit? Obviously, if they can get away with not spending, they'll get away with not spending. But when they know that they don't have to, or when they know that they do have to, I should say, then they spend, innit? Yeah, they'll go and get a Van Dijk, a Allison, or whatever. You understand? They spent big money, 75 in January or whatever. I'm pretty sure it was something like that. Because they know if you want quality, you got to go and buy it. And now Liverpool are linked with Isak in the summer. They've got more of a chance of getting him than us, not just because they might win the league in that, just because they're not going to dilly-dally like, oh, all right, how much cash, what, Diaz plus cash, whatever. Oh, we want 70 million. They're not going to say, oh, well, here's 45. They'll probably rock up with like, oh, here's 60 and can we pay you 10 next year? Do you know what I'm saying? That's the difference. And those players, Van Dijk, Salah, Allison, that they went and spent all the big money on, they're still, them players are going to get them across the line this year. Still. It's mad. Yeah, big up BBK, big up Static. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. Do you know what I mean? And then these man want to, and that's why I was asking BBK and big up Southern Goon. I was asking these man about the American owners because I'm not even just trying to take the piss. I genuinely don't know how it works. And he explained to me there ain't no promotion or relegation. It's just you're in the league, innit? You know, the league gets, I don't know, 300 million and then it gets split between the teams. I mean, I think that happens in England in terms of the money that the Premier League gets, and then it gets split between teams that kind of earn whatever, teams that are kind of in more demand, like the top 6 and all that kind of shit. I don't really know how it works out, but obviously we do have promotion and relegation. So BBK saying, yeah, if these men win something, it don't matter if you don't win for another 10, 15 years because you're not going to get relegated. You're going to be in the league same way. Do you know what I mean? So maybe winning the FA Cup was their one and done. Oh, we won something. Do you know what I mean? So I'm telling you because, and then also, I brought that up on the general meeting as well. Matty was talking about there being a big cash flow problem in America, bro. You get me? They're having financial problems similar to 2008 and all that. And then we've seen us go through a January where we're practicing Ramadan, like, do you know what I mean? Early. How can the January be even worse than the summer? I thought we weren't going to win the league after what we did last summer, which was nothing really. Do you know what I mean? You've got Norbert Neto in. Why did we get that guy? Useless. We got Meg Sterling, Meg Griffin. Useless. Calafiori, 50-50. Better going forward, can't defend. That's just the harsh truth. And then you've got Moreno, who is a bit, is like an I can't even say, you know what I'm trying to say. Anomaly. There we go. I need to get a drink. You know? He's meant to be a Jewel's monster, you know, but I don't really see that. I don't see it. I think he's played better in these little stints up front than he has done in the midfield for us, but still not good enough, like to say this is where you're going to be playing. Like, I don't know. I mean, you guys can let me know your thoughts, man. My message to AST, so you still think Arsenal are a family, to all Arsenal fans now, including you. Yeah, it's laughable, bro. Laughable, bro. This is just a business now. 5 likes, big up the people. Yeah, please hit the like. And if one of you are new, subscribe. 1 of 300, man. Let's get there. Big up Static Views. I got a bounce. I'm losing Wi-Fi signal. Yeah, big up, man. Thank you for passing through, man. Definitely someone that's showing a lot of love. Appreciate that, my bro. And yeah, look, the game, I was meant to come off already because the game's already kicked off between City and Forest. I wanted to watch that. Like I said, gang, I've been trying to preview the game, but there is no news really. Team news will probably come out tomorrow, or team lineups. We more or less know who's going to play anyway. So I'm not even going to bother with the lineup builder and all that kind of stuff. You know, we know who's going to play unless there's an injury or unless he maybe tinkers with one position. You know, Skelly out, Calafiori in, that kind of thing. but we know the basic premise of what's going to happen. And we move on to tomorrow's game. You know, hopefully we don't do what we have been doing in the season and have a great game and then back down to basics, back down to reality in the next game. You know, I would be happy if we scored 2 goals. I'd love a clean sheet, but I reckon it's going to be 2-1. Like I said, no new team news. I haven't checked for Man United's team news. That's not my business. Do you know what I mean? And that's about it, gang. That's about it. Nearly an hour today, so it's probably more than what I was going to do. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your score predictions in the comments. Obviously, Playback Gang, hit the like. Can I get to 300 today? Are you going to bring a man in? Please. But yeah, I hope everyone has a great day. You get me? Big up, don't waste a tweet as well. Big yourself up, my bro. Take care. Have a great day, everyone. And we'll be back again soon.